You don't remember the exact moment it happened. Maybe it was the first time your shirt clung just a little tighter around your arms. Maybe it was the way a stranger glanced at you in the mirror and looked away a second too late. Or maybe it was the silence in your head during a heavy set. That rare feeling of control in a life that always felt out of your hands. Whatever it was, it hooked you. And once you're hooked, you're done. You didn't start with some grand plan to be a bodybuilder. Nobody does. You just wanted to stop feeling small. Not just in size, in presence, in voice, in worth. And the gym gave you that. Or at least it pretended to. At first, it's fun. You learn fast. You eat more. You lift heavier. People notice. The kid who never got picked for teams is suddenly getting nods from guys who can bench 4 plates. Your traps start rising like little mountains. Your t-shirts get tighter. And for the first time in your life, you like the way you look in a photo. That's the honeymoon. You don't realize you're already building the cage you'll live in. You start planning your days around meals, not moments. Chicken, rice, broccoli. Over and over until the idea of flavor feels like a luxury you can't afford. You weigh food like it's a ritual because missing 10 grams of carbs feels like missing a step in the plan. You tell yourself you're disciplined, but it's not discipline. It's fear. Fear of shrinking. Fear of looking off. Fear of losing the thing that finally made people look at you differently. You stop going out because bars don't serve macros. You stop traveling because hotel gyms don't have what you need. You stop dating because explaining to someone why you eat out of plastic containers 6 times a day is exhausting. And slowly, the gym isn't a place you go to. It's a place you have to go to. The mirror changes too. At first, it's your scoreboard. A reminder of how far you've come. Then it becomes your judge. It lies to you every day, whispering that you're smaller, softer, less. Even on your best days, it points out what's missing instead of what's there. You punish yourself for every skipped set, every missed meal, every cookie you didn't log. You don't train to grow anymore. You train to punish the parts of you that don't measure up. Your joints ache. Your sleep sucks. You pop ibuprofen like candy. Your digestion's wrecked, but you keep eating because the plan says so. You call it grind mode, but it's not the grind. It's damage with structure. People think the hard part is the training. They're wrong. The hard part is the pressure. The constant, crushing pressure to never regress, to never look smaller, to never give anyone a reason to think you've fallen off. Social media makes it worse. You post a photo at your peak, and that becomes the version of you the world expects forever. Doesn't matter if you're cutting, bulking, or just trying to survive. They want that version, and anything less feels like failure. So you push harder. More volume, more food, more supplements. You tell yourself it's just to optimize. You know better. But you keep going because the thought of stopping terrifies you more than the thought of breaking. Your friends stop calling. Your family stops asking when you'll be home for dinner. You miss birthdays, weddings, funerals, because nothing matters more than the plan. And when people call you disciplined, you smile. But deep down, you know you're not disciplined. You're trapped. The worst part? You chose the trap. You start noticing the damage, but you ignore it. Knees that creak getting out of bed. Shoulders that grind when you reach for the shampoo. Lower back that feels tight, even when you're not training. You chalk it up to age, even though you're not that old. And then, one day, the magic's gone. You warm up, get under the bar, start your sets, and nothing. No pump, no fullness, no fire. The weight moves, but you feel empty, like your body forgot how to respond. You tell yourself it's sodium, sleep, stress. tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow isn't better. You up the carbs, up the water, up the gear. Still nothing. The mirror shows a softer version of you, and you keep waiting for that old version to show up. It doesn't. That's when it hits you. You're not in a growth phase anymore. You're in survival. Your hormones are fried. Your digestion's a mess. Your sleep's a disaster. You've pushed your body to extremes for so long, it doesn't know how to be normal. The red line you kept crossing? You left it behind years ago. So you start hiding. Bigger hoodies, less photos, skipping social media for weeks at a time. No more PR posts. No more shredded bathroom selfies. People message, "Bro, where you been?" You leave them on red. You try cycling off, thinking maybe a break will help. Instead, the depression hits like a freight train. You sleep 12 hours and still wake up tired. You feel small, even though you're still bigger than 95% of the guys in the gym. And the thought of being normal terrifies you more than the thought of dying like this. You watch younger guys in the gym. They've got bounce in their step, joints that still work, eyes that still light up when they talk about lifting. You feel envy, not for their size, but for their hope. You remember when you had that. You used to think it was worth it. All the sacrifice, all the pain. Now you're not so sure. The dream you chased never had a finish line, just more miles. And now the gas light's on. Your body whispers warnings in every tendon. Every night you lay awake with your heart pounding out of rhythm. But nobody sees it. They just see the size, the veins, the curated confidence. They don't see the limp when you get out of bed. They don't see you icing your elbows after arm day. They don't hear the panic in your chest when you realize you might never feel full again. You thought the muscle would erase the boy who felt invisible. All it did was build a better disguise for him to hide in. And now, you can't take it off. You still go to the gym, but it's quieter now. Less about chasing numbers, more about keeping the machine from falling apart. You train alone most days. Same playlist from 5 years ago. Same dumbbells, same routine. There's peace in that. The weights still tell the truth. The mirror still lies. Some days, you see progress. Some days, you just see what's missing. You've learned all the angles, all the lighting tricks, all the ways to fake it for a photo. But you wonder why you even bother. You've lost size, lost strength, lost people. The ones who follow you for the transformation don't stick around for the truth. That behind every shredded photo is someone running on fumes, chasing perfection until the machine breaks down. Your supplements are in a drawer now. Not gone, just paused. TRT dose, nothing more. The cycles don't excite you anymore. You know the cost now. The blood pressure, the inflammation, the panic attacks at 2 a.m. when your heart won't slow down. You've seen guys your age stroke out mid-set. Guys who looked like gods on stage and vanished a year later. You used to say that wouldn't be you. Now you're not so sure. Your body's stitched together with scar tissue and tiger balm. Your knees bark on leg day. Your shoulders sound like gravel when you press. Your lower back hasn't felt loose in years. But you train anyway, because the gym is still the one place the noise stops.